and welcome back to the Nova Nook podcast, episode Who the Fuck Knows Anymore. I'm running out of ideas and numbers. I'm your host, as ever, Peppermint A, joined as ever by the Obsidian Nook. Say hello.
Hello.
It's her choice. She's been wanting to do this one for a hot minute.
Ever since I found out that there was going to be a new film released this year.
Even though she's never seen a single film in the franchise, she wanted to watch it after what? Is there even a trailer?
I did watch the Amazon one, but that wasn't a killer going around
A meat hook,
Yeah.
a fish hook. What was it? Anyway, before we get into that, we are covering the original I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997. You were 1 year old. Yeah, I was not even conceived. Anyway, but yeah, we're doing the original, not the Amazon series or the Legacy sequel coming out later this year. So, anyway, you were saying about the Amazon series.
Yeah, it wasn't. It has the title of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I think it goes along the lines, but it doesn't have a killer with a fish hook.
Weirdly, even though that's like the whole thing.
It was more like, if I remember correctly, two sisters. They were twins. One of them killed the other one in a car accident, like we see in this one, and they kind of, I can't remember. I think it's Lennon and someone else, or Lenny. They kind of have to trade places, if you will.
Right, so it sounds like some bullshit that has nothing to do with the original.
No, but it has the same title, which is a bit confusing.
Look at this year's Until Dawn that I haven't seen but have not heard good things about. Yeah, so we're on about I believe this is Wes Craven, who we have seen the works of for Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream, obviously. Was it Wes Craven? I believe it was. Like our Final Destination's also there.
It helped that there's a lot of actors we know. You've got Freddie.
We got Freddie Prinze Jr. from Scooby-Doo, as well as Sarah Michelle Gellar from Scooby-Doo, as well as Buffy. There is a novel.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. If you've all been watching 911, you'll know her from there.
Oh,
Other things. I know her from 911.
is she still in the show?
Yeah, she's still doing 911.
What's it? Thingy's sister. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, go on. The 911 show that recently did some interesting things with its choices.
Yeah, we won't talk about
We won't talk about that because that's still a sore subject for a lot of people, including yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maddie Buckley. That's it. Yeah, that is who I thought it was.
Yeah,
Anyway, go on.
That kind of helped with being interested in the film. I'm kind of a bit annoyed with all the screaming because the women just stand there and scream, but I think that was like classic 90s where
It's incredibly 90s with these kind of films.
You'd have the girl that would just stand there and scream.
It's the kind of film that coined the term Scream Queens, which is literally women who are known for, in the horror shows, screaming like that. That's just...
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's like in a
The TV series, yes, but...
stream, you can't like buy it on DVD, which I'm...
It's not Disney Plus.
annoyed.
Anyway, yeah.
Actually watched it.
I believe Scream Queens is based on the,
It's basically a bunch of women just screaming if someone's going about killing them, but then they do awful things, so...
It's basically a parody of that trope of Scream Queens. Because, Laurie from Halloween is a Scream Queen. Jamie Lee Curtis, I should say.
I said to you, I wish we would have done this first, because we've seen a scary movie.
As we have found with most of the films that we've covered that are in Scary Movie is one of the original episodes of this show, where, unfortunately, because we did like 4 of them back to back, nearly back to back, I should say, we have been corrupted. And unfortunately, every film is just compared to Scary Movie rather than vice versa.
You've got the serious side of it, and then you've got the funny side of it. So now I'm just like, this was the serious side, and we were like, when he drives in the car and he's like standing up.
He's up through the skylight, or whatever you want to call it, and he's getting repeatedly whacked in the face by branches in Scary
They were
Movie.
gonna strip it as well, but then they didn't, and I was like, oh wait a minute, that was Scary Movie.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of
So,
stuff that we got wrong
If
that
you
we were trying to
haven't seen
remember.
Scary Movie, this.
If you somehow haven't missed Scary Movie, watch this
I
first.
would do this first, do the serious films first, and then do the.
Silly shit,
Yeah.
Oh, excuse
I
me.
didn't know you could have a job like we did, where we were just like, oh, this is gonna happen. It's like, it's not.
Obviously, this is the real version.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, this is a very run-of-the-mill slasher, not too far off of your Jasons and your Ghostface, ironically, because Wes Craven did Ghostface and Scream. It is very much a hot, attractive young people get haunted, hunted down by a masked murderer, but for a change, it isn't one of the group that's doing all the killings, despite all the red herrings of people who you think are going to be the killers, but they aren't. Which is different, admittedly.
I didn't hate it, but in my honest opinion,
You wait till the sequel where you get Jack Black doing a Jamaican accent.
I don't think I'm gonna go
We're not
out
doing the
of
sequels.
my way to find it and get a copy on DVD.
Well, yeah. This is another of the films where the sequel... Like, this film ends on the cliffhanger of is he dead, is he not? Spoilers, he's not. For the third one, he very much is dead, but he's in the film anyway, because they bring him back as a zombie. I'm not kidding. I wish I was joking, but I will always know what you did last summer. He is a fucking zombie in that film. Not even as a joke.
How are they gonna do that? How have they done the new one?
Because this is a direct sequel to this one, I believe.
Oh.
It's like with the Halloweens, your Screams, except the Scream eventually it's just a sequel to all of them, fuck it. Because Halloween got messy, as we are slowly discovering after Season of the Witch we did last. Good grief, we are getting to the weird supernatural shit. But yeah, it's not bad, but there's a lot of deaths that should have happened on screen for some... Like, you got a meat hook, which is new for a weapon. It's not a knife, it's not an axe, it's not whatever. Like, it's a meat hook designed for, like, skinning fish and shit. But a lot of it is just stabbing, or it's just, like, lots of swinging and fast cuts, and no one really dying. Well, they do die.
You had, I'm just gonna call her Buffy, because that's
Sarah Michelle Gellar,
her kill was off screen, right? Because
mostly.
it kind of, she gets hit twice, I think.
She gets sort of swung at.
To, forgotten her name.
Jessica Love Hewitt? Jennifer Love Hewitt? Can't
Yeah,
remember.
it
One of
just
the two.
cuts to her, so then it's like, or did he finish her off in the alleyway?
Well, it's
We have to
confirmed
go
because
to
eventually when they go on the boat and her body slides out in the ice, because it's the end of the film and the final girl
It was
has to
weird
find all her
because
dead
everyone-
friends.
Scream.
Mostly on screen. Like like Barry, which is such a weird name for just any dude. Like it's like your granddad's name. Like he sort of just has loads of close-ups of just his face when the killer's swinging. It might be a budget thing that they couldn't, but there's all of these like fireworks and lavish props and shit, like the parades. They could have spent less on them and mainly just stick the fucking gore in there.
I mean, I suppose it wasn't bad for a 90s film.
Yeah, it was an early. When did Scream come out? Was that later? Yeah, it's a very run-of-the-mill slasher. I get how it's become like a horror icon in its own sense. Kind of. I don't know.
Today you've got to live up to Saw and
Yeah.
Final Destination.
Speaking of,
As of
a
next
little clue of what might be coming in the future.
As of next week, we've got a new trauma. I mean,
And we're going to have another freeway, ladies and gentlemen. I will provide no other context other than that. That sounds incredibly wrong.
me is Final Destination were able to do something so traumatizing many years ago. For example, the logs on the back of the
They've
lorry.
turned the logs into
And
marketing, which is amazing to me.
And that was everyone's like fear, and it still is. It's still traumatic.
That's how you know a film is gonna be like remembered through history. Is when people who have seen the film. The film came out 25 years ago this year, and people are still traumatized. No, that film didn't. Sorry, I don't know when that one. I think that's the second one where the log truck happens. Yeah, because then it's the NASCAR one, and then it's the bridge. Yeah, yeah. So, like the second one must have been a little bit later. But you know, a film is good when so many years on, people still have trauma from that film, like PTSD.
It's gonna be like traumatized.
Yeah, according to the trailers, it seems that glass and ice is going to be the next thing. We will see. This is why I renamed this to a podcast.
If it's gonna be ice, I'm just gonna be like, if anyone's talking about ice, I'll be like, no ice.
No ice, no ice, absolutely no ice. Yeah. Most of the audience will not get that, but still, yeah. It's an it's at the end of the '90s slasher. It's very. You get what you pay for, basically.
It's so watching it like now because obviously they've all grown up, like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie and all that.
And Freddie and oh, I forgot her names. Freddie and Sarah being married in real life after this film is very weird. And after Scooby-Doo, I'm gonna say. I can't remember when that came out, but they got married in 2001, so they're probably in a relationship during Scooby-Doo.
So yeah, so it's just really weird seeing them like all young, you know what I mean, in their early acting careers.
It's good stuff. It's good to see them, little babies, and seeing the old '90s fashion is just, oh boy. I was just after that, but looking back on all the films without that kind of fashion is just, oh boy. We'll be looking back on this sort of stuff. Well, in modern films in like 20 years and being like, what the fuck was this? If we're still doing this shit, I'd like to think we are.
Probably be like 90 with like a bit
surrounded
like
by cats.
Scene out of like Family Guy when there's just them Peter and Quagmire talking, and they've just got cats climbing on them.
Slowly, yeah.
Had 78 cats at that point.
If you couldn't have guessed, we watched that episode very recently, but yeah, we didn't actually have a cat watch most of this with us. Tiny joined us a couple of times, but other than that, she just fucked off. I think the fan was bothering her. Because when it's summer in the UK, it's summer and it stays summer, and because we were both feeling sick, we were just like, we need the fan, and the cats were not happy.
This podcast has become, we should just be like the crippled podcast.
The podcat. The cats and chats podcast. No, that's gay. That's what our fucking. We've already got a group chat under that name with some old biddies we used to work with, so it's true.
Don't say that in case if they watch it. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, old women that probably don't know how to work their phone. I'm kidding. Not all of them are old. They're older than us. I'm the youngest by far, and also the only man. I love me lady though, I gotta have a good chat, I gotta have a good natter. But yeah, back to the film. It's good, it's aged, admittedly, but it's subtle with its gore. It has some good kills. And the best one easily can go to Max, the guy who gets it right for his fucking jaw. The first, red herring character. I just like how he dies because he's in the Big Bang Theory, and that show isn't funny. So, that's a bit of comeuppance for...
I think I agree.
Fuck you, Big Bang Theory.
The fact that
That is how it works, though. It's designed for, hooking, heavy loads and carrying them.
Did anyone tell that guy he needs to bend down before he hooks?
Yeah, does he not know how manual...
Doing a film where they're just showing him how to bend. So yeah, alright.
I can do it. Yeah, and the worst skill I think can go to that guy at the start who looks like he does end up killing himself. David Egan. The guy they originally think is the killer, but it turns out the actual killer killed him for killing his daughter because he is a character on screen and that counts. But yeah, other than that, do you have anything you want to say? Are you happy that you finally watched it?
I'm glad that I watched it. So
That's another of the big horror.
It's gonna make more sense now when when we see a new one out this year, because it's not gonna be like, I don't understand.
When we watch I Know What You Did Last Halloween, Halloween Kills, etc.
That's gonna help, but like I say, I don't think I want it enough to see it again and again and again.
I mean, technically we spent 80p on this to rent it.
Loud noises. Just the only.
It's very flashy as well, isn't it?
The only nag I have with it is the screaming. They really go for it.
Yeah, there is a lot of screaming, which is fair enough. A lot of people are dying, but
you know, if someone's coming at me, I'm probably gonna panic and just probably not. Well, I don't know. I probably would scream. I'd probably do my cods like.
You probably do that thing where you hiccup like you've been doing all night. You go.
You know?
Yeah. You couldn't hide from a fucking. Oh, I've got to talk about when he's hiding in the closet all night. When I was saying I'd like to think he has another jacket on where it looks like the old like pajamas that like Scrooge wears in like fucking Christmas Carol. It's got a little nightcap on, like because we were laughing how he should have fell asleep and just fell face first out of it, just shut her up. But no, unfortunately not. That could have been a scary movie, missed opportunity, guys. But yeah, other than that, I think we're about there. I think there's not much more we can add. Scream is the better of the two Wes Craven like 90s films easily.
Definitely, they're really. I don't know how they're gonna do the new Scream.
Because they're not paying Melissa Barrera or whatever her name was, and now they're bringing Sid back.
Because, no offense, with the world being so snowflakey, no one can crack a joke anymore. So I generally don't know how they're gonna keep that humour in there.
Because Matthew Lillard will be in it, and he is amazing.
It's the kind of humour that we in Scary Movie.
I know. Scary Movie, I don't know how they're gonna. But we will cover that movie when that comes out this year.
No, I think it's next year. I think it's currently either being written, wrote, or in production.
We'll see. We'll cover that film at some point. But for now, I've been your host, as ever, Pubman8, joined again by the Obsidian Nook, whose links you can find in the description down below alongside all of our minor Morgans, that's the one. And we will see you in the next one.